So, good morning students, welcome to Concrete Civil Concepts, and in this session we will be discussing some important theorems of structural analysis. Now, first important theorem is your principle of minimum potential energy and followed by your Betty's law, then Maxwell's reciprocal theorem, then we will see your principle of virtual work followed by your principle of superposition. Okay, so we will discuss each and every theorem in detail and the concept behind these theorems. Okay, and these theorems would be helpful for solving so many questions of structure analysis directly or indirectly. Okay, so the very first important theorem is your principle of minimum potential energy. Okay, so what is this principle of minimum potential energy? So if a structure is loaded, then there will be certain redundants. Then the true value of redundants will be such that the total potential energy is minimum. Okay, so this is the principle of minimum potential energy. Okay, so the true value of redundant will be such that the total potential energy is minimum. Okay, so if we consider a portal frame like this, if this is a portal frame here, one end of which is fixed and another one is roller, we know at fixed support we are having three reactions. One is vertical, that is RA, another is horizontal, that is HA, and third one is your moment, that is MA. Okay, if this is my A point, this is my B point, this is my C point, and this is my D point. And in roller support, we are having only one vertical reaction. Okay, so this is your RD here. Okay, and if this portal frame is acting with some loads, external loads, point load P, okay, at this beam and column, then the true value of redundant will be such that the total potential energy is minimum. What does this mean? That if you are having degree of redundancy for this portal frame, then degree of redundancy, if you require degree of redundancy for this portal frame, then it will be equal to your degree of static indeterminacy. Okay, so it will be equal to your degree of static indeterminacy, that is your ds value. So first we have to calculate our ds value for this portal frame. So ds value will be calculated as Re minus R. Re is the external support reactions for this portal frame, or R is the number of equilibrium conditions we are having. Okay, so we are having generally 3 equilibrium conditions. So what is Re minus R? So Re is the value, that is one reaction here, another one is horizontal, third one is your moment, and fourth one is your Rd. So we are having Re value is 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So in R value we are having 3. So 4 minus 3 is equal to 1. So we can say the number of redundant for this portal frame is 1. Okay, so the number of redundant for this portal frame is your 1. Okay, so which is either it is your Rd, redundant will be your Rd, we will choose accordingly. Okay, either it is your moment Ma, either it is your Ra or your Ha. Okay, and the true value of this redundant will be such that the total potential energy is minimum. Okay, now if you consider if potential energy stored in this portal frame is U, then the true value of redundant will be such that the partial derivative of total potential energy with respect to the redundant is equal to 0. That is, it should be equal to, it should be minimum. Okay, so if I'm talking this, if the potential energy stored in this portal frame is U, if the potential energy stored in this portal frame is U, then true value of redundant, say it is R. If redundant I am considering R, redundant anything, either it is Rd, either it is Ra, either it is Ma, or either it is Ha. Okay, so the true value of redundant will be such that the total potential energy is minimum, means your del U upon del R is equal to what? 0. So this is your principle of minimum potential energy. Okay, so in statement form, if a structure is loaded and there are certain redundant reactions, then the true value of redundant will be such that it would be potential energy will be your minimum. So del U upon del R is equal to 0. So move on to the next theorem, that is your Betty's law. second important theorem is your Betty's law. So what is Betty's law? So if a structure is loaded in any structure, the material of which is linear elastic and obeys Hooke's law, and the supports are unyielding and the temperature is constant, then the actual virtual work done caused by P system of forces caused during the distortion by Q system of forces is equal to the external virtual work done by Q system of forces during distortion caused by P system of forces. Okay, so we mean that if you are having simply supported beam like this, okay, and it is having certain P system of forces here, okay, this is your P1 here and this is your P2 here, and reflected shape of this simply supported beam is like this. And if you are having certain another simply supported beam, one end of the simply supported beam is hinge and another one is your roller, then if there are certain Q system of forces, that is your Q1 here and Q2 here, okay, and the deflection diagram of this simply supported beam is like this. Okay, now your according to your Betty's law, this is your deflection. So if I am considering here, the deflection is y1 here, and here the deflection is y2 here, okay, and this is your Q1 force and the deflection is here y1 here, and Q2 force, the deflection is your y2 here. Okay, so then your according to your Betty's law, the external virtual work done by P system of forces will be what? P1 y1 plus P2 y2. Okay, so if we see the external virtual work done by P system of forces that is your P system of forces actual work done is equal to what? P1 y1 plus P2 y2. Okay, so P1 y1 plus P2 y2. Similarly, the external virtual work done by Q system of forces will be your external virtual work done by Q system of forces will be your Q1 y1 plus Q2 y2. Okay, then your as per your Betty's law, the external virtual work done is equal to P1 y1 plus P2 y2 is equal to what? Q1 y1 plus Q2 y2. Okay, so this is as per your Betty's law. So this is the Betty's law.